Good morning, YouTube. This is WakMed19, and today we're going to talk about whether there actually is or is not any leaked information out there to be discovered by anyone. Okay, so the thing about leaked information is this. It doesn't really exist. Most of the time, you're not going to find any truly leaked information. Everything is ran by money. Everything is ran specifically calendar, money. That's the way corporations work. They don't work on leaks. They don't work on giving out things or having things break confidentiality notices. This is not how stuff works, and I want to release this video before 5/21 when the announcement for the new Xbox comes out because of the essence of what that means and what that is. Xbox Infinity, or Durango as it's been codenamed, it's Infinity, whatever it's going to be called. This thing is something that exists. Billions of dollars have been spent to make this thing, this Xbox, the new console that we'll all be playing on, or so many people, well, not all, I'm sorry, PS4 people, I'm sorry, PC people, what so many people are going to be playing on come fall or Christmas or whenever it is that it's, that's just more leaked information, whenever it is that it comes out. And it's not leaked. None of this information is leaked. It's bled out. See, we all know what's going to be announced on 5/21. Go ask T-Martin. Go ask Drifter. Go ask Woody. Go ask anybody. Go ask Xbox. Look at what they spent money on. Look at their shareholdings, and you will understand. This is all about the money. This is no leaked information in this whatsoever. It's not leaked. It's bled out. Everything is on a schedule. Shareholders have to know what to expect. This is much more than what the YouTubers want to know, much more than what the clients, what the customers want to know. This is all about a calendar and a schedule and when what gets released. And if you don't believe that, then that's just it's silly. I don't understand it. Leaked information is actually bled information. There is someone in charge of bleeding information out, and I try to make differentiations in the term because leaked information would say that this is information we did not want to escape the confines of the company, and now somebody else has this information, and we didn't want them to have it, but they do, and so this is what we have to deal with. We have to do PR control, we have to do press releases, we have to do this, that, and the other. Bled out information is information where you go, hey, 20 people, say that it's from a credible source and that you know this information, and let it take off. And that's going to be the differentiation there. Bled out information is what we know about the Xbox. This is, like the developers meetings. You go into these developers meetings and they say, don't share anything. Don't share anything you see here. Don't share. One of the things that I think about is the pictures that we saw of the PS4 controller that's coming out. The developer kit controller that came out. It's bled out information. They know it's going to go to the masses. They know it's going to go to the public. The first place it's going to hit is Instagram, is Facebook, is Twitter, it's YouTube. This is going to be the first place that all of these things are seen. PS4 knew that. Sony knew that. They're not stupid. They'd make way too much money to even conceive the idea that these things would not hit the internet. There's way too much money at stake, and there's way too much demand for the product. There's no way that it's just going to just be allowed out there with so much money on the line. Shareholders demand competency. In companies where people make 6 figures a year, where they support their IRAs, where they buy their yachts based on how much they make and how much information they can provide to the shareholders, it's not necessarily the product they turn out, it's how well they sell that product. And the way you sell products is to bleed out information. How much do you know right now about the Xbox Infinity and the PS4 has already been released, that it's going to be here. How many pictures are floating around about that? How much do you know about the Xbox Infinity? How much can you find on it on Xbox right now? You know about these things because these things have been bled. They've been bled out. They have been allowed to be released by the CEOs of these companies. They know you know this information. You think they don't have Facebook? You think they don't have Twitter? You think they don't have Instagram or YouTube? They don't have access to the... Come on. Let's be serious, because seriously, this is information you're being allowed to have, and the reason this is important is because it's a press release that they don't have to corroborate, that they don't have to have litigation about, they don't have to include their lawyers in it. They just say, hey, something might exist, and it might look like this, and it might do these things. Why don't you go tell somebody about that? And then we take it and we run with it and we love it. And you know what? I've watched a lot of them, just like I'm sure you have. I'm interested in it too. I just think it's kind of silly when people get all excited or hyped up over something that when it doesn't pan out to be exactly what it was in the releases. Oh, we didn't learn anything new. You learned exactly what they wanted you to learn. New games and how this works with new games. New games are money driven. They come out when the money is there for them to be purchased. And you see this in the scheduling. Call of Duty comes out every year. I don't know anything about Battlefield. If you're watching this video and you like Battlefield, let me know. I don't know. Maybe I need to look into Battlefield. I'm probably not going to. That's just whatever. Okay, off the Battlefield thing. Games are money driven. They come out when there's money there to be purchased, and the advertising that we're doing for them online right now on YouTube, on Instagram, is free. They know that. They give you that. And if you think that Blizzard, the Activision Blizzard, did not know how much of a pep rally they were going to get by giving us absolutely nothing in the Ghosts teaser trailer, you're wrong. They knew what they were going to do. They were going to start a firestorm. They're going to start a firestorm of information, of talking, of whatever, and all they did was put off the fact that they did not give us any gameplay. You know why they didn't give us any gameplay? Because what they were not allowed to release, and this is my firm belief, what they were not allowed to release is the footage of what you're going to see on the Xbox. They weren't allowed to show you anything that is of the new Xbox because of what you can break that down into and get from it. Because this is going to be on the new generation console, if they showed you gameplay from it, then they'd show you what the capabilities and capacities are for that new console. Now think about that for a minute. You're being kept from knowing what the capacities of the new console are. That makes a lot more sense as to why you saw zero gameplay. What have you seen gameplay of for consoles yet? It's stuff that's been confirmed to be on the new consoles, and mostly stuff that's been released on the PS4. You haven't seen, I haven't seen, if I'm wrong, let me know, comment. You haven't seen a single game that hasn't been released for the trailer hasn't been released for the PS4, because they've released the specs for the PS4. You're not going to see it for the Xbox. And think about it, this only makes sense because it's all about money. That's information they don't want you to know. It's why you couldn't see any gameplay. They know exactly when they're going to release the information. They know exactly when they're going to drop the teasers. They know exactly when they're going to drop the trailers. They know when the pre-orders are going to fall into that. They know when the game's going to drop. They already know it, even though they haven't told you. They know when the DLC schedule is, and they know when the micro transfers are going to come out. They base these things on holidays. They base these things on the E3 events, the other electronics events, the gaming events, probably off of tournaments that have to do with specific games. They being game developers, more specifically, they know when they're going to do things because they have to report to their shareholders, and they have to report to the people who have a vested 6 or 8 or 9 or 10 figure interest in their company. And that's why you get just exactly what you think you get. You call it leaked information and you think it's big. It's only as big as they want you to see. YouTube is free advertising, and it is used as free advertising. And if you don't think it's free advertising, then you may want to reconsider what it is that you know about YouTube. The only information that you can get here is what you're given. That's what our thoughts are. Let me know what you think. Thanks. Have a great day.